Well, the latest violence has put extreme pressure on the ceasefire by the Mahdi army. That ceasefire has been credited with reducing the violence, not just in Basra, but across the country. Earlier, the Mahdi army announced a ceasefire still holds, but how long for? Owen Fay reports on the internal conflict between Iraq's Shias.
For months, the White House has been heralding its military surge as the reason why violence across Baghdad has dropped considerably. What's politically inconvenient for Washington to acknowledge is that much of this apparent success stems not from military strategy, but from a ceasefire declared last summer by the Mahdi army. A ceasefire recently extended, yet one which may be on the verge of collapse. And that ceasefire wasn't declared to end violence against coalition forces, but instead between rival Shiite groups. And it was prompted by fierce fighting last August in the holy city of Karbala, between the Mahdi army and Iraq's security services, which are largely under the control of a rival Shiite group, the Badr Brigades. The Mahdi army is believed to have as many as 60,000 fighters and is loyal to Muqtada al-Sadr. It is by far the largest armed group of its kind in Iraq. The Badr Brigade is the military wing of the most influential Shiite political party in the country. It was founded during Saddam's reign in opposition to his regime, and many of its members have been trained in Iran. The political and economic ties between this group and Tehran remain very strong. After the U.S. invasion, the group controlled the security forces to such an extent that the Interior Ministry was, for a time, run by the Badr Brigade's former military commander. By contrast, the Mahdi army was formed in 2003 to fight the occupation, and later the interim government put in place by the Americans. They fought for a time alongside Sunni groups united in the desire to drive the coalition out. But Muqtada al-Sadr made the decision to join the political process, and thereby alienated not only his former Sunni allies, but deepened the divide with his Shiite rivals. When the Golden Shrine in Samarra was destroyed in February 2006, the full might of the Mahdi army went on display, enacting bloody revenge on Sunni groups it held responsible for the blast, and placing the country on the verge of a full-scale civil war. Until that time, Nouri al-Maliki was reluctant to crack down too hard, because without Muqtada's political support, he would never have become prime minister. But the Mahdi army and the Badr organization have also been fighting each other. The prize both seek is control of the oil-rich south, and the knowledge that whoever controls Basra controls that oil. And this latest military operation is designed to keep this rivalry from exploding once again. Owen Fay, Al Jazeera.